City talk. Let's get it started. City talk. Let's get it started. City talk. With my man, Ron. And my man, roll. City talk. Let's get it started. City talk. Let's get it started. With my man, Ron. And my man, roll. City talk.
Welcome. You know what I'm saying? Another episode of City Talk. You know what I'm saying? This big boy, Rod wasn't able to, he wasn't able to make it today, but he'll definitely be here next episode. And we had the honor of having Miss Mizell in the building.
Hey, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely we gonna get right to it. But before we get to it, download it to your Roku, your Amazon, your Fire TV. And definitely, you know what I'm saying, you can get it on your CoyoteManShowNetwork.com. So, we definitely give it a jump right into it. You know what I'm saying? The end of the summer is coming to an end. So we about to send these kids back to school.
Man.
And, they talking about, they ain't got to wear a mask off the rip.
Yeah, well, their kid ain't got to wear a mask, but my kid going to be wearing a mask. If I got to sew it on when she go to school.
So... Yeah, but do you think they should let the kids? You think that they should wear everybody? You think they should make it mandatory?
I think everybody should wear masks.
Okay.
Only because at this point, it's not just COVID anymore. It's monkeypox.
Right.
So I don't know about you, but I done seen what them things look like, and I don't want them on me, my child, nobody.
Right, because kids they gonna get up in each other's face and all that. So you know what I'm saying. So you don't want to get acne mixed up with monkeypox.
If to be honest, if I could keep my child home, I would.
You would. Okay.
And it's not that I can't, but it's like you got to deal with children need social interaction. And I know that a lot of kids went into like depression and different stuff that they were dealing with when they had to, work on the computers. Some kids weren't learning. Some,
right.
They just, it was a lot to deal with. But I feel like, just to be safe for everybody, wear your mask.
Right. I know a couple of teachers and they was telling me, they was like, look, they said they don't know what happened after this pandemic, but a lot of kids just just fell back, and some of them didn't even come back to school.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then the crazy thing is, it wasn't just the children that fell back. A lot of these teachers didn't even, they picked another profession.
Yeah.
So, they felt like now they trying to fill in a lot of, like Baltimore City, they said they did fill in a lot of the gaps. But you know what I'm saying? But
I think they were like 800 teachers short or something?
They was 800 teachers short now, you know what I'm saying? But this is nationwide now, because they saying they need teachers anyway, and they was just like, now they willing to just say, they're willing to take somebody off the street now.
Well, I feel
vaccine.
Yeah. Well, and then I feel too. If you pay these teachers a little bit more, maybe they'd be a little bit more.
Well, I agree. I do feel as though teachers are underpaid. I do feel as though they deserve to get a little bit more than that.
Yeah, because they not only are they teachers, they're counselors. They're they parenting sometimes. Hell, they might be a referee sometimes. And
a lot of times these teachers they take out a lot of that. They dig in their own pocket.
Yeah. Well, now I heard that they up the tax. I guess you can get like a tax claim where it used to be $250. Yeah, like a write-off.
Okay.
It used to be $250, and I think they raised it like $300 or whatever.
But still, like, come on, because we talking about I said something the other day to a teacher, and I know that I messed everybody, but I said dittos. They don't do dittos no more. I thought they still did.
No.
I thought they still did. Yeah, so I was like, y'all say ditto, because remember, people, you know what I'm saying? So they don't do all that no more.
No,
okay.
Not at all. I know when I went to my daughter's elementary school, they didn't even have chalkboards. Traditional blackboards like we used to have.
Right.
Like they had more so like the little dry erase board and, projectors and, mostly everything was done on computers.
Okay.
So.
Well, shout out to the teachers that's out there that's sticking in there. I really hope y'all get the money y'all deserve. So, speaking of money to deserve, did you hear about that pastor out there in Kansas City?
Oh, my gosh, he was a mess.
The brother said, look here, he went to his congregation. He wanted a watch. He told them that they was broke. No, what he said? He said that y'all was cheap.
Movado watch.
Yeah, he wanted them. Yeah, he said it's cheap. He said they was cheap. They was busted. He said, and they were broke. He was mad because they didn't get him. They didn't get him the damn watch. And he tried to come back to apologize. And I'm gonna touch on this for a moment because I feel like at the end of the day, yo, these pastors say we ain't gonna talk about like some of these like Creflo Dollar and all these cats, man. They get hand over fist of money, and this is what you do. People come to church to try to feel better, and and then
well, you gotta look at it too. A lot of these pastors aren't in it for religion anymore. Now they're in it to get the dollar. So it's not like the old pastor back in the day when they was really basically doing it for free. They got whatever they got. If the church decided to give them something, that's what they took. But now it's like, you got people in it that's more so in it for the profession. Like, I'm gonna, get this money real quick. Kind of like how dude was on Good Times that time. When he was like,
yeah. Tell them about the story from Good Times so everybody knows.
Oh man, the dude was like, he was scamming the people. They was pretty much like that.
Because that was James' boy, right?
Yeah,
that
it was his
James,
homeboy. They was like, doing the whole, they was on crutches and they was healing them and that type of thing.
I do remember that because Florida was like, nah, James, we ain't doing this.
Yeah. He was clean though. He was clean. The fruit was clean, but it was like, nah, you going straight to it for that.
Would you go back to this man church if you was in the congregation?
Nah.
Would you go back?
I don't think so. Because he in it for the wrong reasons.
They shut down a lot of the pastors that was like touching people, and all of a sudden they can walk and all that type of stuff. That they shut down a lot of them.
Don't get it twisted, because I mean, if you want to get biblical, Jesus supposedly healed people and all of that stuff. So I'm not going to say that people can't heal people, but the way they going about it, like,
I ain't seen them do it yet. The day get shut.
But I'm just saying, I'm just saying about the so-called, the good book, that's what they said, He was healing blind and,
And Vore, one more thing on what you were saying. It's like, me personally, I believe, right? If it was a pastor that was a real pastor, and what I mean by this is that he was fighting for, like, if the government moved against us, like if Rome moved against Jesus, if the United States moved against certain names I won't mention, these people will come out and fight against it. If they said you had to get this, these preachers will come out against the powers that be, knowing that they could lose their congregation. Those preachers are entitled to a plane, money, everything, because you can't serve two masters. But a regular preacher ain't doing that. They not mixing up. They not doing nothing to disturb their comfortability. If the government tell them you got to get this, they tell their whole congregation to get it. That preacher do not deserve, this is a show. This is a business.
Right. But at the end of the day, I feel like politics and religion shouldn't go together no way. Nobody should mix the two of those no way. Because I know a sister that was down in Texas, and it was like a mega church, and what the brother did in the church, he said, everybody stand up that donated over, a certain amount of dollars, and they stood up. He said, and the people that didn't stand up, he said, what we're going to do is we're going to get this to the rest of the congregation and here to help these people out that's not fortunate enough to have this. Then he turned around a couple weeks later, he brought in a financial advisor and brought everybody in there so he could help clean up everybody's credit. Within the 4 years after that, everybody in that church was debt free. So I thought that was like something important.
That's beautiful.
That was something important to do. And it was just like, there's a lot of people out here they playing church. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and it's just like, it's like people out here in the street, if they are already been hurt out here in the street, then it's like that's your last resort, and then you go over there and you get played up in there. Somebody
you get oppressed because that's what happened. You feel scared. Oh, I can't be here because I don't have this money. It becomes like a bill to you,
right?
Instead of if you had the money.
No, but some of these churches they gonna look at them tax forms and all that for you to even be a member.
See, I think that's taking that a little bit too far.
Right.
I mean, it is.
No,
I understand you're supposed to give your 10%, but at the same time, if you're in it really for God, then you shouldn't be worried about what's in my pocket. Now, I get it that, the church got electric bill and all that other stuff, but come on now. Y'all gonna have to take some donations. It just has to be
a balance. It has to be a balance because you can't serve two masters. You can't expect your preacher to stay on the side of God and get paid off by Satan. So, but on the other hand, he gotta do something. He gotta do something. If he don't, you know the difference.
Right. Well, the thing is, churches, the church, the mosque, the synagogue, you got to come out of those four walls. The church is just not. It's just the building,
it's more
the
than
worship.
the building.
Like we are us. Stay on the street.
Right.
Yo,
You know
it's
what I'm
like
If
it's
two
people
or more is gathered, that's what they say.
Yeah,
You know,
so
I ain't no preacher or nothing, but you know.
Yeah, but you used to sing in the church, though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
I did. With the Pedophile specials. Get in there, you know. Jesus loves me every week.
Right, amen to that. But I was checking out. I was reading this article, and this happened in Baltimore County. And what happened was it was a black couple, and on this black couple, they had refinanced, not refinanced the house, they got the house appraised. So when they first moved into the house, it wasn't as much as it was. So they started off, and the house was worth, when they first got into the house was worth $450K. So, and that was in 2017. So later on, they had put $35,000 worth of repairs and everything to the house to make the house look good. So they got the house appraised. When they got the house appraised, they only gave them like $20-something thousand on the house. So they turned around like, this don't sound right. So what the couple did, they went and took all of the family pictures.
I think this ain't the first time that happened.
Yeah,
No,
they went and
it's
took
not.
all of the family pictures down. They went to IKEA and got some European American pictures and put them on the wall. And then they got the house appraised again. Now the house at the end, it was worth, when they got appraised for the first time, when they had the family members on the wall, the house was in the beginning was $450,000. They appraised it for when they had the kinfolk on the wall, it was $472K. They went back and put euros on the wall, and now the house is worth $750K. That's That's $300,000 more.
They did that with. I don't know if that couple was mixed, but this couple was mixed, right?
Right.
And they had the pictures of her on the wall with her family and stuff. So when they got it appraised the first time, it was like some super low ball. So his family told them, he said, listen, I'm sorry, take all the pictures, all the black, everything off. Put up all his family pictures. He was in the house, got it replaced again, $200,000 more.
Yeah, so now they filed a lawsuit now, and they saying that this is right, and it's just like, yo, I just want to know how long, like, we know this go on, and it's just like when we bring it up, it's kind of like, oh no, y'all just being
don't really
sensitive,
happen,
right?
yeah.
But it's just like, yo, like I'm thinking about like even like business loans or even like a student. They don't got no problem giving you a student loan, but it's just like
because they know. See, if I give you a student loan, you're in debt. That works against you. If I give you a business, see, it works for business loans and the houses. Right. So a house, you have something, right? A business loan, you have something. You can start a business. That's where all that stuff takes place. Now, somebody can come out this country, come from out another country and get a business loan before you can.
Yeah, that's facts. That is facts.
Well, yeah, and it's reasons behind that, but I'm not going to get into them.
I mean,
right now. We'll talk about that a little later.
But I remember, my mother said this years ago, and she grew up, she marched with Martin Luther King in Florida, and she was telling me, she said, I just never understood, like, how, people would beg and borrow for loans and go to the bank and everything. She said, I felt as though we had it right the first time before segregation. She said,
right.
She felt like the schools was better.
Yeah.
She said she felt like a lot of things was better. She said, we'll go to the bank and beg them for it. She said, but here it is, the loan shark man. She said, you can go to the loan shark man. If you got $10 from him, he just wanted $1 on the $10. You got 100 from him, he just wanted $10 on that. You got 1,000, he wanted 100 on that. She said, but we looked at the loan shark man as a bad guy, but she said the bank want 15, 20%, sometimes more.
Yeah.
She said, so who's the real criminal here?
Yeah.
She was like, so even though the loan shark man, she said, if you're in business already or you somewhere out here making money, you gonna make sure he get this money anyway. But the bank will play this game. It's pennies on a dollar with the loan shark man. She said, so who's the real criminal here?
That's right.
Is it the bank or is it the loan shark man?
Yeah.
So,
You're right. She was right, man.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, moving on, like, it's a drought on burger cookies. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's down, the cookies that's made here in Baltimore. I think it's over there on Waterview Avenue, over that way.
Oh, okay.
So
Downtown.
it's hard to find cookies on the show. I ain't talking about the street cookies. I'm talking about the cookies. I'm talking about
You want to clarify?
When
I
I said drop cookies, I don't want nobody to
oh,
think.
man.
Right. So you know what I'm saying? So did you ever eat their cookies?
You talking about those chocolate cookies with the cream on the inside?
Yeah.
I think I had one time.
Okay.
And they weren't bad. Because
Okay.
I'm not really a chocolate person.
Right.
You know, but they weren't bad. I liked them.
Remember, what was the brother name that, what's the name of the cookie? Famous name is?
Oh, yeah. Well, he don't own that no more.
No, but you know, I'm not going to get to that, but that was black owned. But you know that Marvin Gaye gave him the money to start that business up.
Yeah, but he does.
Yeah,
Now he
he
does have another. Because you know they sued him.
Yeah.
Because he was using his likeness.
Right.
And because that was tied into the famous Amos cookies, they actually sued him behind that.
All right. Well,
and so he was able to. They finally released it or whatever, and then he ended up starting another company. I think it's like with muffins and you know.
Well, Mazel, we gotta go to
break.
break, so you know what I'm saying, we're gonna take a little break and we be right back.
City Talk.
We must secure our families. KFG Life Insurance Specialist is a company that partnered with 15 of the top life insurance companies to ensure you get the best pricing, knowledge, and products to suit your family needs. Some people believe that term insurance is better than whole life insurance, while others feel the complete opposite. Some may feel like universal life is the way to go, and others may feel it's better to have a whole life policy. The truth is, neither of the products are better. One just may be more suitable for your family. Our life insurance specialists are not biased, as they are partnered with several life insurance companies. This ensures our clients get the best pricing, education, and products that are suitable for their families. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist make these decisions easier for you and your family. Our office is located at Security Square Mall, next to Burlington, in the CoyoteMan Show Network. Please call to make an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present, because the future is not promised. Act now.
Start. City Talk. Let's get it started. City Talk. Let's get it started. City Talk. City Talk. With my man, Ron Carter. my man. Roll.
Yo, welcome back to City Talk for the second half. You know what I'm saying? So we here to get right into it. There was a situation. What was you telling me about, Mazel, about the situation with the European American lady, and she had a mixed son?
Oh yeah. And I don't know her name, but it was on TikTok where a European woman has a son who I'm assuming was mixed, and he was hanging out at the local 7-Eleven. And he was already in the store. She said he hangs out there maybe, 3 or 4 times a week. No problems. So while he was in the store, a European lady comes in the store. He was, reaching in his pocket to get like some change and, his phone and stuff out. And the lady accused him of pulling a gun on her. So this mother was reaching out to Black mothers to get help on what to say to her Black son.
Wow. So, okay, now and we just give it to be heavy because, okay, where's this Black, you know what I'm saying? Because, once you 1% Black, you always Black.
All the way.
So it's like, yo, where was his father? Where's his father?
That was my first question.
Where's his uncles at?
Because while you're reaching out to Black mothers, like, not being funny, but Black mothers have had this complaint for centuries. About our Black children being shot and killed and, just belittled in the street. Right. Now you go out, you have, a mixed child who is Black. And now you, as a mother, I sympathize with her, but as a mother, you can't understand or relate to what your son is going through because you're not Black. Right. So now you're trying to figure out what to say to this child, which to me, you should just tell him the truth. Because the reality of it is he is a Black child. Right. And he is going to face discrimination. And he is going to have it a little rougher than, say, Billy from over there in Westminster somewhere.
Right. Now, the thing is, I just want to know, was this his first encounter of knowing that he was different? That's the... See, because I would like to know that because the thing is, I got a couple homeboys and they, saying they mix from a mixed race. And they told me that straight up and down, like their mother told them from day one, like, yo, no matter what, the rest of the world may see you as, but you're going to always be Black. Yeah. So, and I think that was super gangster on her part.
Yeah, you should tell them that.
She gave him heads up. But the thing is, when you do have this go on, I feel as though like a lot of these Black folks, even like when it come down, like, and you see the daughters running around and you see the mother trying to do their hair, I feel like that's when the aunt should step in and help out. Is because if she don't know what to do with that hair, it's just like, okay. Because, our hair is different than anybody
I
else.
see it all the time.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's really, you do hair. That's right. She does hair, so natural hair. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sisters with the real crowns on their head. I definitely appreciate that. And another thing, too, it was, speaking of crowns, is in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is... one of the 18 states that outlawed Black hair discrimination, and they're trying to pass a law called the Crown Act law. So they were saying, due to a lot of people that had braids or afros and things of that nature, that they got discriminated against. So Massachusetts is one of the states that's like trying to pass that. Because remember that, like, this happened a couple years ago. What was the boy that was wrestling? And they was like, oh, you can't wrestle.
They cut his locks off?
Yeah, they cut his locks off.
Couldn't have been my kid.
Yeah, and they cut it off before. Yeah. And then the thing is, the disturbing part about that was, it was like, he said, all right, I'm gonna take this match. But when he told him to cut it off, it was like they couldn't wait to run to cut him off. Yeah. And it was just and there was nobody that looked like him that cut it off.
Well,
so now acts like this, the Crown Act law and all that. So I think that's a good look for, hopefully a lot of these other states might adapt that. Because I don't really think a lot of other states like that, because for a long time, she got an afro. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, people, and they're intimidated.
You ain't got to tell me. I got locks. I had everything from locks to a Jerry curl out this joint.
Don't tell nobody now. Don't tell nobody.
Nah, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it funky. Yo, it ain't no pictures to show, but I had a Jerry curl.
No,
No. That was back when I was
Don't tell me
in
that.
Florida. Yeah,
Don't tell me that.
So if it ain't no pictures out there to show it, so like, hey, nobody knows that. So anyway,
Just let yourself
yo, but you in there so crazy though. When you see a curl now, it's like, yo, and it mainly be like older ladies, but when you see it,
I want to know where they get them done at. Because I ain't seen nobody do a curl in a long time in a salon. Like, where they actually sit down and put the little rollers in, and I ain't seen that in a long time.
Is the activator still around?
I guess so. I mean,
the
shoot.
plastic bag. They put the plastic bag on it.
Man.
And all. Hey, yeah, but hey, look, it was some people that didn't let that go for a minute. Remember when Troop came out? Yo, they came out.
Oh my God!
But they can sing. I'm not.
Yeah, they can sing. But you know, yeah, but you know that curl will catch all the lint sometime. If you don't put that cap on, you know you'll have all types of lint up in your joint. Like,
Yeah, but moving on. It was actually it was some sisters that was in a gymnastics joint, the nationals over the weekend. And a sister, Connor McLean, she claimed the U.S. Gymnastic National title over the weekend. And it was 3 sisters that was in there. They look like sisters. Natural hair, all that. They was out there flipping around, and they was doing the thing. It was another sister out there. Her name was Charles Jones, did her thing. You know what I'm saying? Had that, tattoos on her, on her neck, butterfly, and she did a thing. So, just like I was saying, like last week, and I was talking about what was that? That school is your first HBCU, Fisk University. They got a gymnastic joint going on now. So it's gonna be a lot of that in the future. You know, so I know
you can't really stop us.
No, without a doubt.
Shoot, them kids. A lot of times, you talking about somersaults and all this other stuff. They was doing that in the backyard and flipping off of, walls and stuff. You know that one kid that.
What about the brother that used to flip off the fence?
Remember off the fence. And he wasn't trained. You know what I'm saying? He just knew how to do it. I wasn't doing it, but I was like, I watch it, but I don't like falling.
And there's another little young sister out there. She's 7 years old. Her name is Dakota White, and she won like a lot of nationals for her age, and she's got medals on top of medals. 7 years old. So Dakota White, you keep doing your thing, sister. So I like to see the youth doing their thing. So, Morgan State also too. They got a new resident for the students, and it's called the Thurgood Marshall Resident Hall, and it holds over 600 students. State of the art, touchless. There's a touchless elevator in there, and they say this building is really nice. So the last time I've been over there near Morgan is doing big things over there. So so shout out to Morgan with the state of the art Thurgood Marshall Resident Hall.
Good stuff, Morgan.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? Why didn't you go to Morgan?
I don't want to go to Morgan. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanted to go away to school.
Was that Easter Shore?
Yeah, I went to Easter Shore, but yeah.
Well, at least you went. You went to a HBCU.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was, man. We was in the sticks for real.
Yeah.
For real.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I like it out that way. Good.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice and quiet and all that good stuff. But yeah, if you ain't have a car,
no buses ran out there.
A bus. If you did, it probably had green windows in it, like the one back in the day during the civil rights movement.
Yeah, So yeah. Moving on. What else I got up here? Oh yeah, I saw actually, the Ravens is doing. So the Ravens has won 22 preseason games. They had also made a mark in the NFL preseason history by winning 22 straight games in the preseason. Because Green Bay was the last team that had that stretch, and they had 19 games as winning. And that stretch was from 1952 to 1962. So I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I like the boy Likely, number 80. He's doing his thing. Did you check him out?
I'm going to be honest. I fell asleep on the game last night. I was supposed to watch it, and I just, I got the newborn neck kicked in, and it was over with. I missed it.
Yeah, so, you know, but hey, you know what I'm saying? So I'm moving right on. What else? Oh, they was talking about down the harbor, right? And they was talking about all the things that's going on down the harbor in Fells Point. When you go down the harbor, right, or you go to Fells Point, do you feel safe?
I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yo, like the thing is, unfortunately, when you see the herd coming in a little bit, you know.
I mean, you know when to move and when not to move.
Right. You know,
You
so
know.
they saying that, you know, I just remember growing up, I just remember when you went down the harbor, it was always like, you know, you felt safe down there. You didn't feel like that was the last place you wanted to show off at.
Yeah, really, because it was
the
you know,
last place
officers posted everywhere and, you know.
You
But
know, so, do they still got the little fudge spot down there?
you talking about the fudgery?
Yeah.
Hell no.
How long the fudgery? I ain't been at the harbor in a minute.
I've been over like 30 years.
But check it out. Hey, we about to get on up out of here. This is City Talk. This is Big Boy. And this is Mazel. And we about to get on up out of here.
Y'all have a good night.
City Talk. Let's get it started. City Talk. City Talk. With my man, Ron Carter. And my man, Roll.